Okay, the next thing to do is match up your times. Unfortunately, the position and time in your demo does not automatically match up with your position and time for the demo smoother. You have to do it manually. For instance, notice how our total times are matched up, but our tick markers are not. The demo is at tick 346, but the demo smoother is still at 0. Now what this means is everything you see right now is what happens at tick 346. But if we were to make changes to the camera, it would be happening at tick 0. You don't have to match these values up, but you'll want to so you can have a better idea of what's going on with your camera work. Remember how we were able to use the Go To button here to jump to where we wanted? Well, the demo smoother has something like that too, except its version is bugged. If you use the Jump To button over here, you can skip to the tick you want, except it will always move ahead farther than what you want. So you have to try and guess where it will end up. For instance, if I type in 100 in here, then click Jump To, I end up at tick 249. So it's multiplying my numbers by about 2.5. This ratio will stay about the same throughout your demo, except you'll have a different ratio for every demo you record. This is a really bass-backwards way of doing things, but we're going to work with what we have. Anyway, I want the camera work for this demo to start around tick 100. So to get there, I need to divide 100 by 2.5, which gives me about 40. If I'm totally confusing you here, don't worry about it too much. All you really need to know is that you need to aim low with your numbers for them to match up. Besides, I'm going to repeat this procedure so many times when teaching Demo Smoother, you're bound to figure out how this works by the time I'm done covering it. For now, let's go and enter in 40 here and see what happens. Now click on Jump To. Okay, if you look to the left, you can see that brought us to tick 90. That's pretty close to where we want to be. Now if we want to close the gap to tick 100, we can actually jump forwards and backwards with the arrow keys down at the bottom here. I apologize that they're a little hard to see. Don't worry, I'll be repeating this part of the process a bunch too. When you click on these, it will skip ahead or backwards to tick numbers that it likes. It usually does this in 2s or 3s. So I'm going to go down here and click on it a few times to get to where I want. Okay, this brought me to 101, which is close enough. If I go back, it takes me to 98. So it will jump around some, but the ticks here usually line up with the ones for the demo playback tool. Alright, so now I'm at 101. Let's go and bring the actual demo to the same tick mark by clicking here. And I'll type 101. Okay, that jumped ahead to 106. Since this is only my starting position, the exact number isn't really important. So I'll go and move the demo smoother time to 106 too. So if I click here once or twice, there, I'm at 106. Now what you see on the screen is what will be happening when we move the camera around. So on that note, let's start moving the camera around.